insightful post by Foreshadow English titled Invincible, The Road Ahead for Seasons 4 and 5. Our mission here is to extract the most important nuggets, the key insights from that source, not just what happened, but why it matters. We're going to try and uncover the strategic reasons behind this frankly unprecedented early renewal, what lies ahead from Mark Grayson, and maybe why this show is making such a significant impact in a superhero landscape that, let's be honest, is incredibly crowded right now.
Yeah.
We're here to give you, hopefully, a shortcut to understanding what makes Invincible so special and what to really expect from its future.
Yeah, what I found genuinely surprising here was Amazon's incredible show of confidence. I mean, really. Most series, especially animated ones, they usually wait until a current season airs, or at least gets much closer before getting greenlit for more. But Invincible jumped way ahead, getting season 5 confirmed months before season 4 is even out. That's genuinely rare. So from a strategic perspective, what did Amazon see in Invincible that made them bet so big so early? What's the thinking there?
Well, what's truly fascinating here is that this isn't just like a simple renewal. It's Amazon effectively declaring Invincible a flagship animated franchise for the long haul. It feels like a statement. This early commitment signals a few critical things about their strategy.
Right.
Firstly, season 3 didn't just perform well, it became Amazon Prime Video's most watched animated season to date, ever. Wow. That's a massive achievement because it proves that in a streaming landscape just saturated with content, Invincible broke through. It looks like they effectively leveraged a loyal, maybe underserved adult animation audience. It demonstrates that high-quality, mature storytelling can generate real organic demand, even without the monumental marketing budgets of, say, Marvel or DC tentpole. It suggests Amazon sees this as a potential model, maybe, for future niche but popular animated franchises.
Right, finding that dedicated audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And secondly, the show has consistent critical acclaim and a truly passionate fan base, which clearly drives demand and engagement. That's gold for a streamer. Yeah. And thirdly, maybe most practically from a production standpoint, the voice work for season 5 is already complete.
Seriously?
Yeah. Amazon even released a little teaser video with the show's voice actors confirming this. That's a strategic power play because it minimizes one of the biggest bottlenecks in animation production scheduling, that high-profile talent.
Yeah.
And it allows the animation teams unprecedented time for polish. It signals Amazon's deep investment in a visually impeccable product and a clear commitment to trying for consistent release schedules down the line.
Okay, the confidence is clear, the production is clearly advanced, but for us, the fans, the burning question is, when do we actually get to see it? Are we talking next year, or is this going to be a bit of a longer haul? What's the timeline looking like?
Well, according to the latest updates, Invincible Season 4 is currently expected to release sometime in 2026.
2026, okay.
Yes, that is a significant wait, especially since Season 3 wrapped up in early 2025. Now, you might think, but if the voice work for Season 5 is done, why the wait? And that's a fair question, definitely. This extended production time, it seems to align perfectly with the show's commitment to that super high-quality animation and complex storytelling. They're clearly prioritizing meticulous detail and not rushing the product out the door.
Quality takes time, I guess.
It really does, especially with animation this detailed. As for Season 5, well, it doesn't have a confirmed date yet, naturally. If Amazon sticks to its current pattern of quality over speed, we can reasonably estimate a 2027 release, maybe late 2027.
Okay, so we're looking at a bit of a wait, but for good reason, it sounds like. Quality animation. But what about the story itself? Season 4 is expected to cover some massive arcs from the comics, right? So what kind of narrative chaos or, emotional depth can we expect to see in Season 5, especially if Season 4 ties up some major plot threads?
Yeah, that's the exciting part.
Yeah.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the core of the show, Mark's inner conflict, right, between his duty as Invincible and his personal desires, his humanity that's only going to intensify as these galactic stakes just keep rising. Season 5 is poised to dive deeper into the escalating Viltrumite threats that loom over the universe. That's the big one. Mark's increasingly vital and potentially terrifying role in a huge galactic conflict, and of course, the emergence of new allies and some devastating new villains.
Oh. Any hints on who?
Well, there's a lot of speculation, given the comic book progression, that Thrag, a truly formidable antagonist from the comics, He may become the central villain moving forward. He's a huge deal in the source material. And the casting of Matthew Rhys for season 4, though his specific role hasn't been revealed, certainly hints at a major narrative buildup, maybe introducing characters who will be pivotal later on,
Laying groundwork.
Right, setting the stage. Exactly. And of course, the show will continue to deliver on its trademark style. That intense, often brutal action. The signature gore that makes you wince and maybe sometimes laugh awkwardly. That dark humor and those deep, often heartbreaking emotional character arcs that just keep you invested, keep you hooked.
And who's bringing these intense characters to life? I mean, the voice cast is already stacked. Any new faces we should know about, or is it mostly returning favorites for season 4 and 5 that we've come to love?
Oh, the strength of Invincible is absolutely anchored in its returning voice cast. It's genuinely one of the show's strongest assets. It adds this layer of prestige, doesn't it? We'll be hearing the incredible talents of Stephen Yeun as Mark Grayson, of course, J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man, which is just perfect casting. Sandra Oh as Debbie Grayson, Gillian Jacobs as Adam Eve, along with Greta Lyle, Walton Goggins as Cecil Stedman. I mean, the list goes on.
Such a great cast.
It really is. As we mentioned, Matthew Rhys is a confirmed newcomer for season 4. His role is still under wraps, very intriguing. And honestly, given how massive the source material is and how many incredible characters populate the Invincible comic universe, there's always anticipation for other surprise additions, whether they're new heroes or, terrifying villains. The show's consistent decision to cast what our source calls cinema quality talent in these animated roles really adds gravitas and global appeal that you just don't see everywhere. It elevates the whole thing.
Definitely. So with so much superhero content out there right now, I mean, it feels like everywhere you look, from the big screen blockbusters to countless streaming series. What is it about Invincible that makes it truly stand out? How does it compare to, say, the Marvel or DC universes, or even another dark superhero show like The Boys? Where does it fit?
That's a great question. Invincible truly distinguishes itself by subverting traditional superhero storytelling in a way that feels incredibly fresh, even now. It's not just another tale of good versus evil. It's described in the source as a bloody, emotional, and morally complex narrative about what it means to be powerful. And I think that nails it. While The Boys...
That's on Prime, yeah.
Right, also on Prime. While The Boys leans heavily into satire and a really cynical take on superheroes and corporations, Invincible delves much deeper into the emotional consequences, the psychological toll of power, and the true cost of heroism. It feels more personal, maybe. It tackles profound, almost philosophical questions. What if Superman had a secret, terrifying agenda? That's the Omni-Man hook, right? What is the true cost of heroism, not just for the hero, but for their family, their friends? We see that constantly with Mark and Bebby. Can a teenage boy bear the weight of universal survival without completely breaking?
Heavy stuff.
Really heavy stuff. This mature tone combined with incredibly sharp writing and really compelling world building. It truly makes Invincible a unique beast among all superhero properties, both animated and live action. It takes risks, narrative risks, others just shy away from.
So it's not just about the main show then, is it? It seems like the Invincible universe is actually expanding, maybe growing beyond just Mark Grayson's immediate story.
Absolutely, and potentially significantly so. Robert Kirkman, the creator, has openly stated he believes the story could easily run for 7 or even 8 seasons, if done correctly.
Wow, 8 seasons.
Yeah, and Amazon certainly seems committed to making that long-term vision a reality based on this double renewal. Beyond the main series, the Invincible universe is already laying groundwork for expansion. There's apparently a new comic series in development centered around the fan favorite character, Battle Beast.
Oh, nice. People love Battle Beast.
They really do. So that's exciting for longtime readers. Spin-offs and other animated side projects have been teased, though nothing's officially confirmed as of yet. But the potential is there. Plus, you see the merchandise, mobile games, collectibles, that's all rapidly gaining traction as Invincible's global audience continues to grow. Our source anticipates that Invincible is really poised to evolve into a full-blown multimedia franchise, potentially rivaling The Walking Dead, another incredibly successful Kirkman creation. in its overall scope and influence.
That's huge potential.
It really is. That kind of long-term planning hints at something truly special brewing here.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the listener. If someone out there hasn't started watching Invincible yet, maybe they've heard the buzz, why should they jump in now, especially with all this future content definitely on the horizon? What's the real draw?
Well, I think in a world absolutely saturated with capes and powers, Invincible really asks us to consider, how often do we truly see the messy, agonizing, and often terrifying cost of wearing that cape? For anyone who hasn't started, now is genuinely the perfect time to catch up. You've got 3 incredibly rich full seasons already released. That's a substantial amount of content to binge right there.
Good weekend viewing.
Definitely. The show provides these deep, relatable emotional arcs mixed with some of the most explosive, genuinely unpredictable action you'll see anywhere. Honestly, nothing and no one is truly safe in this show. It features a remarkably diverse cast of characters, from the relatable to the utterly terrifying, all brought to life by some of the best voice acting and animation we've seen in recent years. The production values are just stellar. And beyond the spectacle, it's packed with thought-provoking themes like identity, the burden of power, loyalty, morality.
It makes you think.
It really does. And Invincible? It brilliantly blends genres. It operates as a sci-fi action drama, sure, but it's also a coming-of-age story and a profound philosophical exploration of violence and consequence, all rolled into one unforgettable experience.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? With Season 5 now officially in the works and Season 4 scheduled for 2026, it's clear this epic saga is far from over. It's backed by the full weight of Amazon, Skybound, and an incredible creative team. It's a show that promises to be visceral, thought-provoking, and truly, truly unforgettable.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, I think, and what the show excels at, is how Invincible challenges us to think beyond the costume and the powers. It asks us to consider, if ultimate power comes with ultimate responsibility, what happens when that responsibility inevitably clashes with fundamental human, or in this case, Viltrumite nature? And maybe ask yourself, how far would you personally go to protect what you love, even if it means destroying everything else in the process?
That's a deep question to end on. Exactly. So whether you're a longtime comic fan or just discovering it for the very first time, we highly encourage you to explore Invincible for yourself. Seriously, you won't regret it.